Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hellkiss Cup. My name is Dinky Kong, and we're joined by Hawker, and we're already finished the pistol round. So, you know, in general, in this tournament, we've sometimes just been questionable whether or not we're going to get the pistol. We're obviously just seeing what the Russian feed is giving us. So we can't really control all of that, but we are into the action here, already winning the pistol as Sprout. If you are just joining us, they are currently one map up in the series as well.
Yeah, one map up in the series, one round up to start their map pick here on Mirage. I think on the pistol round they ended up winning over on the A-bomb site for what it's worth, so maybe worth keeping in mind as this game goes on. But into this one, it is 4 nades for Gambit youngsters. Might try and stack those together to get a kill, but outside of that, it's a pretty hard save, which is maybe a bit of a surprise from Gambit youngsters, because I feel like they're not going to be able to buy into the next round. But we'll wait and see. Here come those nades, and Spitty takes a bit of damage, but he should be okay. He can just back off and let his teammates clean up.
Well, I'm actually really impressed by the performance of Sprout coming in from map number 1. If they can continue that here on Mirage, then I'm going to be very excited. It's going to be a good kill up towards short. Mac-10 cutting through the head of Axel. And well, Inter's going to come back in with a P250, managing 1 from the gun. Still a 4v4, 40 seconds left. Dennis starting to wrap out on towards the side. There's a player waiting now. That's going to be Inter's. Nafany gone as well. Super coming in with a P250. And well, Dennis is going to look for more. Tapping away with the AK, looking to get around the back of the wall. He's going to shoot bullets through the follow-up as well from Dennis. That's 3 kills picked up, and a 2-0 in for the Sprout side as they were very happy about getting the good start into Mirage. Gambit youngsters, though, I'm not exactly feeling too great about their chances here. I think they looked pretty lackluster on Vertigo, and if they fall under that same problem of losing too many rounds at the beginning, that can be very difficult to get yourself out of that hole, right? Because you're mentally down then.
And like I was saying earlier, I don't think Gambit youngsters can buy into this round, even though they didn't buy much in the last one. And in this round, I feel like they could have bought a little bit more, but they've decided to mainly get the nades and a couple of upgraded pistols. Maybe could have got some Deegs in there for my liking, but we'll see what the nades can do. Currently Snatchy leading the way with the Mac-10. They control Gather pretty easily. Gambit youngsters have got a couple of players hanging around mid though, so Sprout need to be a little bit careful. Oof.
One kill from Spinny. Fab is going to walk further up into the multi-kill lineup. It's the pistol pulling 2. It's a P250 from Inters and Axel that find them. Spinny able to find 1 out towards Supra. That's a 3 versus 2. Man advantage in play here for the T side. They start to make their way on towards the A-bomb site. Axel starting to come through with a P250 in the window area. Alto prevents him from having safe passages through the jungle. Back in the connector, manages 1. Axel picked off. And a good round recovered again here. A little bit of damage maybe is sprinkled across. But for the most part, it's going to be Sprout walking away with most of the players staying alive.
Oh, he's had a reload. Don't know how much that'll help him, though. Not much to be done at the end here. Saving the Kevlar could be worthwhile, all things considered. There is a player exiting through Palace that he has to be aware of. I also like that the P250 is the same color as Gambit, keeping with the theme, the red.
You like
it's
that,
important. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you do. I like when teams kind of have the same color as their team logos and stuff. They keep the skins going.
It's branding, man. It's important.
With this gloves, you can get a lot of nice green gloves. You can get a nice Gamma Doppler knife if you're over on the Sprout side. A lot of green skins, Alex.
I can't think of any more green skins, to be honest. But that's
Nuclear
just
threat.
I'm rubbish at thinking of green skins. There you go. You got some.
A lot more, I'm sure.
Favin pulls the smoke out at a dangerous time, but it allows him to back away from the nade. First gun round coming through, and Shiro's Hawk is currently on the A side of the map. A bit of damage done there to Dennis, who's forced away. Smoke about to be deployed into the window, but Sprout don't look too decisive here at the start of the round. They don't look like they want to commit to anything right from the get-go. They're playing it pretty slow, pretty safe.
Shiro back in CT spawn with the AWP. Out towards him. Spitty. The bottom of the connector, spamming through the wood, and now Nafany get involved with the M4. Oh, nice shot. Shiro finally starts things off well here for the Gambit youngsters. They're looking for a little more dance, looking for the lineup. It's one kill coming in. Fab able to find another, and Spitty there with a headshot. Looking for more. It's Nafany. Gets the headshot back through for the youngsters, but he's spotted on the edge of the smoke from Favin, and now Shiro running back to the jungle. Still a chance to win the round, but certainly unlikely. No kit, so he needs to kill quickly, and that's nearly a fast enough flick, but position given away. Chances of winning the round now pretty much close to 0, and another missed shot. Very difficult shot to hit, though, to be fair to him. And saving this AWP into the next round is the only real option for Shiro here, so he'll carry that on over, and it'll be a 4th round for Sprout. And that's a little sad, because that started off well for Gambit youngsters. You know, Shiro gets the opening kill, first blood drawn, but the effective trading coming in from the Sprout is just too much to handle.
Yeah, Dihar, I think, wanted the kill at the end there, but Shiro is long gone. AWP's going to be saved. And that could maybe tempt them into a buy here on the Gambit youngsters side. A couple of players actually have enough money. And yeah, they're going to go for it. Axar buys the M4. The rest of the team also able to buy rifles. So it's basically a full buy for Gambit youngsters. Especially with Shiro saving the AWP. They decide to commit to it. So Sprout aren't out of the woods just yet. They've got to keep on going here if they want to reset that CT economy. And hopefully Sprout are aware that this is a full buy from Gambit youngsters. They should be, I think, aware of the possibility at the very least. And at the start of the round, again, we're going to see some battles for mid. Boost coming in for Snatchy. Run boost across, but Shiro is there to land a shot.
Smoke goes down. He'll cross back over the window side in towards jungle. Now the utility can be used out from Spitty. What's on in is now Sprout starting to gather outside the A bomb site. Super forward onto the A side itself. Shiro scoped in and ready for the palace exit if it is to come his way. That AWP ready. He'll have the AWP poised for the kill. Just over 1 minute in play. Sprout ready to run in towards this A site. No other options really left to them. The lack of control across the map. Limited utility left now as well. It's not going to be easy, but it's Spitty with the first headshot. Shiro treads back as D-House swings for the palace to his demise. Another 50 seconds in play. Gambit youngsters, they've lost another play, but it's still Shiro over towards C2 that we're watching. Eventually we transition over here to the jungle side with another battle could ensue. It's Axel further back, but with 40 seconds left, Sprout really having to work their way into this. It is going to be very, very difficult to win this, but the only real opportunity is getting that bomb planted, and that's exactly what will happen. Now Speedy needs this kill, and he's got it. It's a 1v3 in total for him. He'll find the first. He'll go back in towards jungle. The time is ticking for Spitty. As he falls further back, the bomb is planted forward. He'll peek into the open, but it's Inters with the headshot. The round picked out for the Gambit youngsters. And Shiro with the 3k.
Nicely done. Shiro's AWP getting involved. We did see a couple of rounds on Vertigo where Shiro was able to get involved and win Gambit youngsters rounds. But it never led to consistent round wins. It never led to the rest of the team stepping up alongside him and getting rounds on the board. So as much as it's nice to see Shiro stepping up and being a big part of a round win, I think we do need to see other players from Gambit youngsters step up alongside him in some round wins. But at least Shiro gets to stick with the AWP for this next round. At least Gambit youngsters have a round on the board. And perhaps that's something to build from, as both teams invest almost all their money into this round. And Shiro's got aggressive again. He's really starting to get going now.
A nice big kill coming in from Shiro. That starts things off well. Luckily for the Gambit youngsters, coming into the second map, it is Mirage, right? This is one of those maps where they have so many good individuals, they'll be able to compete on this no matter what. Yes, this may be the map pick of Sprout, this may be the map that they've decided to go with, but Gambit youngsters are always going to be able to compete on here. So, even though they do lose Vertigo, they're not out of the woods just yet here. So they'll have a chance to get it under their belt as they move forward. It's Sprout with the utility being tossed in. Shiro. Scope through. Fully flashed. Doesn't take the kill. Instead it's Spitty that'll find Supra. And Shiro was very, very close to finding that, but now the pressure really is on. Sprout executing in towards the A-bomb side, charging through with multiple players, and Shiro neutralized. The flashes continue to bombard his position, and it looks like they're just going to have to play retake.
And they're taking their time to start this retake in the first place. Dennis is just going to sit and sandwich. Flash is good. Oh, Dennis, it's a struggle, but the spray eventually lands. Unfortunately, though, Sprout have only got one man left standing. Faven gets the first kill. Spray unsuccessful. He's low on ammo. 8 bullets left. Headshot lands. 2 bullets left in the clip. He's looking for the one tap. He needs the one tap, and it's not going to happen. Shiro lands the shot. 4K from Shiro. Again, having to come up huge to win his team the round that he delivers.
Well, that is just a Shiro performance right there. He is unbelievable when he gets going, and it's kind of scary for Sprout. You know, this is the kind of Shiro that wasn't exactly there in Vertigo. He was hitting some crazy shots, yes, he was certainly having good rounds, but he wasn't changing the face of the game. And that's what he's doing at the moment. He's having a great time. And our Sprout, well, they have got utility in their back pockets, they have got a couple of pistols in play, but it's the half-buy. It's what they'll be looking for, charging forward.
Spiddy's going to move on the edge of this smoke. Second smoke deployed on the back side of it, but Spiddy's moving into the smoke for cover. Oh, wow, he's got this. He's got this. No, never mind. Axar turns it around. He should not be getting that kill. Spiddy will be kicking himself. And Shiro continues to land shots. He wants to deny this bomb plant, and he will. Great shots from Shiro. Close quarters with the AWP. And that's a frustrating round for Sprout, because they really should have got something out of that, but they end up doing nothing.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate from them. Gambit Youngsters finding another, but Sprout, their money was saved over for this round, and it's still not looking great. So, you know, if they got that bomb plant, Alex, like you said, things could have been looking far more different here for Sprout. They would have had a better buy, they would have had everything they could possibly want. But now they're going to have to go for another half buy, and that should allow the Gambit Youngsters right back into things. My god, Snatchy's troubles just continue. It's Shiro shutting him down through the smoke this time. Ramp progression coming in. Now, I'm not a huge fan of it, usually, you know, when, especially going up against a buy like this, where you send 2 players aggressive in towards the ramp, but it pays off, and they find the opening. Follow up, and it's looking good here for the Gambit Youngsters as kills continue to rain on in. They've got so much control across the map. Trying to see a world in which they don't get 4 now.
Ooh, Shiro is still landing shot after shot. 13 kills on the board already. And go on, get another. Oh, there it is. Shiro's not going to miss that one. 4-4 on the door in terms of the scores. I don't know why it's on the door, Dinko. Yeah, he's having a good game.
I'm sure there's some sort of biblical thing where people used to rub blood on their door when the plague was coming or something like that. So maybe Shiro is the plague. And well,
Maybe.
Hellcase, go over there, use code SLTV15 for a 15% refill bonus. There's also a case over there, the Hellcase Cup 8 Pro case. You can head over there, open that thing up, and it supports the prize pool. So, want to do that? Head on over to Hellcase, use code SLTV15.
From Nafany, he likes that underpass aggression. I feel like normally you're maybe just going to get a 1-for-1 trade there, though, and that's what's happened this time around. Axile puts down the Molotov, puts down the nade. Bit of damage done onto Spiddy, who's about to boost his teammate up into the window. And currently there's no one covering the window itself, but there are players hanging around this position. So if Faven tries to go too aggressive, he might be caught, but it's the other way around. Axile's the man who falls. Inters, though, was just sitting back, so he's able to get the trade, and it remains even in terms of numbers. A 3v3 to play from.
Well, the bomb making its way up in towards the A-bomb site. The rat from Supra in towards the Palace position. He has ready for it around the corner. Have the smoke up and tosses it out to the right. The follow-up flash coming through as well. Dihad just plays in front of it. 30 seconds now on the clock. On the A-bomb site with the bomb in the back. He's going to get that planted here for Sprout. Dihad's position could be everything though. If he finds the player behind the smoke, give them enough of an advantage and limit the problem with the approach. And well, there it is. D-Hat, completely aware, shuts down Supra, and the patience pays off. It's going to be a man advantage for Sprout, and the 5th round on the board here, as there's no real chance for retake from Inters and Shiro. So Sprout, they don't concede the lead for long. They get right back into it.
Yeah, it's really felt like the Shiro show for Gambit youngsters so far, and in this round he doesn't get involved. They end up losing it. Sprout up to a 5-4 lead. Gambit youngsters at least saving some guns, making sure that Shiro's economy can stay fairly strong. Although Shiro's had to drop at least one gun over to one of his teammates. Get a nice aerial shot of Mirage ahead of round number 10. We also get a nice pause ahead of this round, so we get a chance to look at the scoreboard. I mean, Shiro's been playing very well in terms of getting kills on the board, but Favin's very close to him in ADR, which is pretty impressive. Snatchy, again, not having the best start to the game, unfortunately.
I feel like that's unfortunately a very consistent factor with the Sprout team recently. Snatchy just not really getting involved yet. Just hasn't really found his place in the team. But I have faith in him. I think he's a very exciting player when he gets going. And he did have a little step away for a time there, so maybe just getting back into things. But these are the kind of teams, maybe not Gambit youngsters, but some of the other teams they're playing against, you should certainly expect Snatchy to get involved. And I think against Excellency, that should be a team that's a nice little warm-up roster for him. But not really playing too well here so far in the Sprout roster. I don't think I actually got to cast Sprout when they had Oscar on the team. I don't think I had the chance to.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. I think I saw maybe like 1 or 2 of their games, but I didn't get to see too much of it, sadly. Well, Dihar playing from Palace. He's playing this position a couple of times throughout the day, trying to get fights from here, but Inter's over at B. He's got a fight of his own. 1-for-1 trade at the start of this round. Smoke from Dihar. He's trying to lurk out onto A, see if he can draw a rotation, see if he can draw some attention, but the bomb's actually coming back to A to join him. So it's up to Dihar to try and get the early kill, to try and crack open this bomb site. And Supra's just tucked into that corner safely. Shiro's still on the site. He's got to be aware there could be a player here. But wow, Dihar's so quick on the kill. Thankfully, Supra gets the trade, though. So again, Gambit youngsters doing a good job at staying in this round. And now with Axel getting that frag, it's looking good for the CTs.
20 seconds. 2 players coming out of the ramp. It's going to be Supra peeking up. Was scared of the Palace being immediately coming through, but both players, in fact, coming out through the ramp. Now Tingly snatching. He's going to be picked off as well. Supra stays alive. Ah, nearly burns to a crisp there, but he will get both kills and stay alive to tell the tale. It's 5-5 as you move into round number 11. Sprout kind of slowing down a little bit. And Gambit youngsters, well, it's been big performances from a lot of their players now, which is good to see. And the AWP continues to stay in the hands of Shiro, and obviously that's a very influential part of your success here in the defense. Sprout going to be over here with the MAC-10 and the pistols again, and they're going to run back in towards B.
And not the biggest of buys from Sprout, but it's one that they can maybe try and do damage with. The one primary weapon in the hands of Dihar, and then the pistols, and oh no, Dennis. The nades, the mollies, they're all doing their bit to get the opening kill of the round for Gambit youngsters. Push coming into B. Axel fully blinded, can only get 1 kill. Hello, DR running over the B bomb site, but they don't get the bomb down safely. Nafani's in position to deny them, and even though Spiddy's recovered a gun, he's got to line them up, and that's not going to happen for him. Nice try from Sprout. I feel like they could have got the bomb planted there, but they pushed into the open for some reason. And okay, Shiro just bought a Bison. I don't know why he did that. There it is on the floor, you can see. They're not going to be using the Bison. Bit of wasted money.
I mean, the Bison. It's a gun.
It is a gun. You can't argue with the facts.
It is a gun, indeed. And, you know, guns are good for killing sometimes. Oh, well, it's going to be Axel up here. finding something. A little bit of damage, but Shiro's the man who takes the kill. He's going to continue to take kills. There's 2 out to his tally now. Spitty and Snatchy into a 2v3. A man advantage in play for the CT side. And the round's pretty much just begun and we're already in a 3v2. Sprout having to fight back, and that's exactly what Spitty will do. Nafany getting taken away, and that was the double push through the connector. The Sprout side looked to try and take the A-bomb site. Shiro's all the way back in CT spawn, but he's moving closer with the Deagle in hand. And now this could be a pretty scary scenario for the Sprout side. Shiro close by. Utility coming in. It's a Molotov. Dripping in towards the bomb site. As he looks forward. That's a quick shot. How does he hit that? Snatchy gone looking for the other. And of course he'll find it. Shiro with another 4K is just hitting every single shot he tries. And it's going to be a 7th round now on the board for the Gambit youngsters.
I don't know how Shiro's so quick on some of these flicks, man. Oh. How does he land them if he's so fast at flicking? So impressive from Shiro. 18 for 4. He's having one of those solo carry performances right now. And some of the other players have obviously been contributing, but Shiro's definitely been the thing they've been building around. He's been the mantelpiece. He's been the foundations of this Gambit youngsters CT hold. And generally, he is just playing in and around this A-bomb site, sometimes at mid. He's never really gone B, but Sprout still haven't been able to avoid him. They've always been funneled into that AWP, and this time Axile decides he's not just going to watch Shiro get all these kills. He wants to get involved on the action. He picks up the early kill.
On the bomb is going to be picked up here at Snatchy, the man to collect it. They are currently a man down in around number 13, but they have done significant damage to 3 players here. And Deha could be the man to find a bag. He's got himself out towards Palace. This man coming through the smoke. Deha, this is not a nice position to be in, that's for sure. I really hope Dennis can bail him out, but Deha, that's just awful. Like to see him stay alive a little longer there, but unfortunately he goes down. He's expecting big things, but it's Dennis that'll shut down Supra. Nafany, just hoping that Molotov doesn't spread to him, and it won't. Stay behind. The box is alive. They check his position. That is the question. They haven't quite thought about it just yet. And eventually he'll make his play through. I don't know if he's been spotted. He has indeed. Dennis shuts him down. Sure able to find one back in, but Snatchy, he will fall. Follow-up kill coming in from the T side. It's a nade kill on towards Axel. There is a chance here. Dennis has found 3 into the round already. He's found everything so far. As Shiro going for the shots through the smoke, trying to buy a little bit of time, trying to act as a distraction. His teammate makes some space through CT spawn, but enters just sitting back. There's nothing to do here. There's so many good positions being held right now from Sprout. Favin up in the Palace. Dennis in towards ramp. Job done in the 2v2. It's 7-6. And Sprout, they may feel like they're behind at the moment in terms of momentum and really getting toyed with more of these rounds, but when they get themselves chances, they're certainly winning enough rounds to keep this competitive. That's the 6th one on the board. They may not be winning them in the most convincing of fashions, but that is still rounds they're chipping away at.
Yeah, exactly. They're keeping themselves in this game, right? They're keeping themselves at least close, which is the main thing. Just grinding out rounds, getting them together. Shiro has just continued to save this AWP though, so they've still got to be worried. They've still got to be concerned. And wow, that is fast from Spitty. But speaking of fast, Shiro is always fast on the trigger, and he picks up the trade frag. Ali 4v4 with Shiro continuing to play this close angle. He's continuing to play aggressively. I guess he's just so confident right now that he's happy to take any fight available to him. And in the meantime, Sprout also looking for some mid control.
Snatchy starting to walk up in towards the apartments. Scoped in, looking for some action. Pushes up, Molotov's in as well, and Snatchy's going to come off. Back into the apartments, he dives. Tildy is at the ready. Dennis has got himself into a nice spot here, but Nafany is ready for it, looking down the barrel. Dennis just wasn't aware of the player inside a jungle, and now enters. Backed up in towards Jill, the corner. flash just continued to rid on as he gets blinded, just looking back for a split second. Snatchy shuts down Nathany, and now a 3v3 will ensue as Snatchy looks for more. He needs to show up. He's only got 3 kills so far. This will be a brilliant round for him to show something, but the bomb is running up a connector on its own, and it's completely hit the deck. Fav unable to fall, and now it's Shiro looking for more. Oh, the timing might just be off here for Shiro, and indeed it is. D-Hack comes in with a deagle kill. Now 1v2 for D-Hack with 9 seconds. Has to go and get the bomb, misses the shot, tries to run back around the corner, but it's Axel that rattles the bullets into his back, and hit round picked up for Gambit Youngsters, and Sprout fall by the wayside.
Yeah, DR just didn't have time at the end there. Tried his best, but he had to land that shot at mid. As soon as he doesn't, he is a dead man. Gambit Youngsters, 8 rounds already. Could be a 9th for them. Could see some more kills from Shiro as well, who's up to 21 frags from this first half alone. And he's going to be pressured at mid early for the shot through the smoke. You almost expect him to land those shots at this point with how he's been playing, but he is just a mere mortal. He's not going to be able to land every single shot. And it's the rifles who open up this round instead. Nathany gets an opening kill, and Gambit Youngsters are happy to give away mid control now that they've got the man advantage.
Oh, well, there's 1 kill from Supra. D-How hitting the deck. Well, Spitty, Snatchy, and Fav. 3v4, a total 4 of them. Spitty finds a headshot. Nathany able to come on in. Fav hits the deck. The lineup's in. Axel with a double kill gets a 9th round on the board for the Gambit Youngsters at the half. Is Axel taking no damage from that Molotov?
Apparently.
But I just heard tick after tick, Alex. I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me.
Well, Shiro, 21-6 at the half, Alex. Now that... there's no questions to be asked there. He's just incredible.
No assists as well. He hasn't got time for assists, Dinko. He's all about the kills. If he sees someone, he's either going to kill them or he's going to die. But he's been doing more killing than dying. That's for sure. 21 for 6 right now. And we'll see if that can continue into the T side. Pistol round coming on through. Nathany buys a smoke and a flash. That's the only pieces of utility that Gambit Youngsters have to work with, other than a couple of decoys. And on the Sprout side, they pick up a defuse kit in the hands of Dennis. That smoke being used very early, though. Lands in jungle right at the start of this one. So we might see Gambit Youngsters commit to the A site here.
Well, D-Hat back in the ticket box looking for the kills. It'll be Favin who shuts down Inters. Advantage collected for the CT side. Snatchy just sits back in jungle. Gambit Youngsters start their approach in towards the A bomb site. Axel starts to make his way through connector now, coming up with the Glock in his hands. Searching for a pick on towards the CT defense, but nothing being presented just yet up until this point. In towards CT, Super tries to find a little bit of success, but only loses his head. And now Favin, well, he's just chipping away. 2 big headshots coming in, and now it's only Axel left inside the connector. Under a minute left. He's going to find one, looking for more, but finally he's dealt with. Sprout only lose 1 player into the pistol round, and that's exactly what they need, being down 3 rounds already. So, good chance here to get off to a good start in the second half, Alex.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be able to carry this through into this round. They've got the superior buy into this one. Gambit Youngsters go for the force, though. Pistols across the board. A bit surprising, maybe, to see Shiro invest quite a lot into this round. You'd expect him to probably want to save to get the AWP out, but he's basically spent all his money. So that AWP may not come to Gambit Youngsters as soon as they would like. We'll wait and see how that all plays out later on. Right now, we've got to see what Gambit Youngsters can do on this force buy, because all of those things that could happen may not need to happen if Gambit Youngsters can win with the pistols here. And to try and win with these pistols, they're starting it off slow. Just waiting to see if Sprout make any mistakes.
While D-Ha walks forward, it's going to be Shiro with the headshot. D-Ha gone. Snatchy starting to wrap his way through from the top of the connector to the bottom of the stairs, and realizes maybe position himself a little better here. And while it's going to be Supra shutting down Spitty. The flashbang did come in from Snatchy to allow Pete from the teammate, but Snatchy instead has to go and find it. Headshot, Fav able to, having a shot at it, but it's going to be Nathany shutting him down with a deagle. Now certainly a 2v4. Dennis coming in from the lower connector, able to pick off one as Nefani gone by the underpass, and now the push is coming through. Snatchy trying to get back on in, but it's Shiro and Axel finding the frags, and Gambit Youngsters somehow clean that up.
Yeah, I'm not sure that D-Hard needed to go aggressive into ramp there. That was a bit of a risk, especially not using any nades to do so. Give Shiro the chance at the start of the round to get the kill, and then the rest of Gambit Youngsters all chime in with frags as well. Those pistols come through with the Force Spy, and that could be a turning point in this game now. With that second round win going the way of Gambit Youngsters, they could go ahead and take themselves a decent lead here on this T side. Sprout are going to try and win with pistols of their own, though. They're going to try and return the favor to Gambit Youngsters, who just won with the pistols themselves. And some early mid-control is here for Sprout. They've also got some players pushed into the B apartments, so Axel's got to be a little bit careful here. But he's going to back away from this position. Gambit Youngsters just taking their sweet, sweet time at the start of this one.
Hey, they don't want to be making any errors, right? They realize this round is important for them. They're losing to the pistols, and while Snatchy's going to peek out in towards short. 3 players positioned towards top middle from the T side as they toss the utility up in towards catwalk, connector in the window. So, line up towards the T apartments. It's going to be D-Has spotted with his ramp aggression. He's going to have to fall away. Now Gambit Youngsters are going to bring most of the players back over here, congregating in T-spawn, ready to execute on towards the A-bomb site. Fafin's got all the info though. He's pushed up in the B apartment, so they can be somewhat ready for this, but whether or not they can deal with it is the other question.
Ooh, I've just gone off that angle as Inters rounds the corner. Good timing for Gambit Youngsters to get the opening kill. Now they can move into the A-bomb site. Spiddy going to be holding from under Palace. The SMGs should be leading the charge here. Shiro going in first for that MP9. He gets the opening kill he was looking for. The MAC-10 of Nefani should be following him up. Deagle comes out for Shiro. He's deagging them down, doing damage to both those players. And here comes Nefani running in with the MAC-10 as I was expecting. These SMGs are pretty handily winning this round for Gambit Youngsters. Finally, Favin gets 1 kill back for Sprout, and he gets a second at the end there, but Gambit Youngsters were always winning from that point. 11-7, and they should be closing this one out as well.
Yeah, this round shouldn't really have too much resistance coming into it for Sprout. Should be Gambit Youngsters just being able to pick this one up ahead to 12. And then we're likely going to be starting to look at a possibility of that third map. Sprout falling a little flat on the second map here. Definitely feels like they've always been on the back foot. And I feel like that's mainly because the Gambit Youngsters individuals are shut up. They weren't really activated on Vertigo, and I don't feel like they ever did get activated on the first map. But now we're here on Mirage. Finally, Gambit Youngsters seem to be lighting up the scoreboard, and that's exactly what we can expect from this team. Sprout, well, they've got to try and handle it as they move forward. It's Nafany clearing the B-bomb, start realizing it's completely empty. Just plant the bomb safely. It's going to be a 12th round on the board here for Gambit Youngsters.
Haven't still got 1 flashbang. We'll see what Sprout decide to do with that. Might just play for exit kills at this point, but Favin's got the flashbang in hand. So they could try and move in through short. If I were Gambit Youngsters, though, I'd probably just exit through the B apartments here. You've already got control of that position. Inters is already pushed into B apps. Probably the safest option, and here comes the pop, and here comes the mowdown. Axel gets 2 kills and an assist on the other man. And Gambit Youngsters are just going to exit through kitchen. Should be pretty safe to do so here. It's going to be 12-7. It's just a question of, do we see any kills at the end? Favin's playing a somewhat sneaky position, but no one's going to push. Gambit Youngsters realize they just need to save their own guns. And now this is a really important round for Sprout here. They're going to have the guns. They have the option for a glass cannon AWP, but it would be a big investment, which they decide not to go for. So no sniper for Snatchy. That's a bit of a shame. The rest of Gambit Youngsters, or sorry, the rest of Sprout all buying up the rifles. And if they lose this round, they could be in trouble here on the Sprout side.
Well, Supra peeking out in towards middle. It's going to be his flashbang tossed through in the charge through the smoke. Shut up through short. Now, not wasting any time. If they get involved in the fights early, and well, that'll be their demise. Snatch is just waiting there. They had no idea.
Oh, D-Har only good for one. And the trades are favoring Gambit Youngsters onto the A-bomb site at the very least, but it's still a 3v3, and Snatchy's coming in on the rotate, trying to play aggressive, and he gets the kill he was looking for. So many mollies, but somehow Snatchy gets away with his life. Great work there from Snatchy.
Yeah, I don't know how he manages that actually. Well, Favin will come through, Shiro gone, and now Nafany, the last remaining player. A 1v3. The bomb on the site. Nafany looking for the kill. He'll manage it on towards Dennis, but Favin will come in with a follow-up kill. It's a second added to the collection, and it's 12-8. Sprout walk away with that round win, and they desperately needed that. They threw everything into the round and had to walk away with success. It's another scenario that's very similar to that as well, moving into this one. They've got the auto shotgun in the hands of Dennis, an evident weakness. He doesn't even have utility around it, really. Do have quite a bit to work with here on the CT side, but they lose this, job done. Well, a buy coming in again from the Gambit Youngsters. A few of them even have reserve cash left over, so this is important for Sprout. They have to start to continue to win these rounds if they want to get back into things.
Unfortunately, Snatchy still can't afford that AWP on the CT side, which is something we were talking about earlier. I think on the CT side of Mirage especially, that's where Snatchy could have maybe shined through. But he got some kills last round with the rifle. We'll see if he can do the same again. Gambit Youngsters putting some nades into A. Early smokes going down as well as the flashbangs. Molotov to follow, but they're a bit slow on this push here, Gambit Youngsters. Their smokes have been up for a while already, and they're waiting for these mid players, and Supra is the man who's going to shine on through. Nice shot from Shiro onto the site. 2 entries now for Gambit Youngsters onto A, and they're just going to slow this down. Now that they've got the 2-man lead, they're happy to just sit back and relax.
Sit back and relax is the name of the game for the Gambit side. They have plenty of time to play with still as well, so far it's pretty poor from the Sprout side, and Snatchy has to try and show up for this nuclear performance with Molotov. Cover off his corner that he was once hiding in. Favin as well, making sure if anybody is to walk to the window room that he does catch them off moving forward. But Axel not going around the corner, just staying tucked in, holding for the murder hole push. Gambit Youngsters not really in a position where they have to do anything just yet. It's actually in their best interest that they do get rid of whatever is saved here from Sprout, because obviously going into the next round, they have nothing. There's a few players that could afford to do it, but then again, do they want to make that decision? They just want to hold on to what they've got. Should be favoured to win the next round anyway, based on the weapons that they've got. Looking at 13 rounds on the board here for the Gambit Youngsters. Looking to try and clean things up here on Mirage. Only put them 3 away from victory. Mirage tune in. Mirage second map of the series. Gambit Youngsters lost the first, and actually was quite surprised at how well Sprout played on Vertigo, but has been a little quieter from them here in the second.
Yeah, the individuals haven't quite been there in the same way for Sprout here on this second map, unfortunately. We saw a lot from D-Har on Vertigo. He had loads of rounds where he had a lot of impact, especially on that B site of Vertigo. He's been a bit quieter here. He's not been able to have the same level of impact here on Mirage. And for Gambit Youngsters, their entire team has been showing up, which is a very good sign for them, because we were saying earlier that I think Gambit Youngsters should have the skill edge across the board against this Sprout roster, and that's finally come through here on Mirage, and that's why this was a bit of a risky pick for Sprout heading into this Mirage against a skilled team like Gambit Youngsters. D-Har gets that kill up close. That's an AWP into his hands. He can try and turn around here because the players are pushing him, but he misses the shot. Now Gambit Youngsters can try and move onto that A site, and they've got these smokes up to help them. That's how here's the B aggression, so they're actually going to slow it down and just see if they can play across the map.
The smoke goes deep in towards spawn from Nafany. Supra up towards the top of the stairs. That'll be 1 kill. Into trade it through. Spitty. It's the man who falls. But Nafany gone after Snatchy comes through the connector with 1 crucial kill. But it's still a 2v3. A man advantage in play for the Gambit Youngsters. And 40 seconds still to find success of the site. But Snatchy goes forward. Finds 1. Nearly a second. But he eventually will fall. And now it's all on Favin. Young German trying to make a play in front of CT. He's 6 HP, so it's a big issue for him. And with 30 seconds left, it's a player coming up through the connector as well. Could be the deciding factor here. He's got 2 angles to worry about it now at this point.
Oh, here we go. Spots the first man. Spray is good onto Inters. Faven trying to fall back. He gets back to safety. 9 seconds left, and Axile hunts him down. Playing for the frag at the end there, and it works out for Axile. 18 kills for him. He's been having a good game as well, and Gambit Youngsters up to a 14-8 lead. Looking good for them to take Mirage at this point. Sprout can keep buying. They can finally get an ult for Snatchy, which we were talking about earlier, but might have come a little bit late at this point, considering the scoreline.
So, Shiro Youngsters, I mean, Gambit Youngsters over here, looking like a pretty solid force. Well, the ult was finally in the hands of both players. Snatchy wanted to see him get involved. Let's see if he can step up. On number 23. Point in time ahead for them. Deep smoke going in towards the ramp. Sprout need to win this. They need to find themselves a little bit of a foothold into Mirage and get a bit of momentum going. It's back and forth. It's been the pattern from the first half has just not really worked for them. Gambit Youngsters have taken control and have started to look solid as utility starts to run on in towards the A-bomb side. Snatchy back and spawn. Utility being used up. Smoke's going to go down in towards CT as the flashes continue to rain over the top. But Snatchy searching for this opening kill. He's going to land the shot, but it's not death coming on towards Shiro. He stays alive. Dihab with 1, but Axel and Nafny taking 2 through the smoke. And a man advantage in play for the T side as Faven will catch 1. Suddenly it's pulled back into a 3v3.
Nafany takes this ult. He's looking for this fight at CT. Dennis is currently alone, and Nafany lands the shot. Nice work from Nafany with the ult. There's another man coming behind him, though. He's got to be aware of CT, and he's looking back. Nafany, close range, almost lands the flick, but Spiddy's able to take him out. And it's into a 2v2 where Sprout have got to get a move on here. That bomb is slowly but surely ticking away. Molotov goes on in, and Inters gets another kill. Inters on 1 health, somehow still alive on the site. And Faven is also low. Everyone is so low right now, but here comes Faven. First kill is good, but the time is probably too far gone. Faven's going to get the hell out of there, and Gambit Youngsters get a 15th round win.
Yeah, map point now for the Gambit Youngsters looking for victory here on Mirage. Coming into this next round, Sprout not going to have a great buy at all. It's going to be pretty scrappy. They can certainly get the weapons in, but they're going to be lacking a lot of utility. It's just not going to be looking like the prettiest picture right now. Gambit Youngsters certainly looking like the team that'll be sending us at 3rd. And it's going to be Dust 2 now. That's a map where I probably favour Gambit Youngsters a lot more based on their individual skill, but Sprout have always been a team that like that map. The issue is now that they've got a much different roster than when they used to be just clinical teams on the map, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they have up their sleeve.
Nice kill from Shiro to start this round. Spots the man in connector. Snatchy gets dealt with. Shiro's now 1 kill away from the 30 bomb. For what it's worth, would be a nice way to close out the game if he could get that. Auto shotgun from Dennis, playing close in the B apartments. And Gambit Youngsters, again, they've got the man advantage. They've got the mid control. They are more than happy to just take their time. Although Sprout's got a man pushed through A. They know that A is completely clear right now. Spiddy's moved all the way through A ramp. So a bit of a B stack here for Sprout. This could maybe work for them.
Especially with Dennis's position right now. This is huge. Diham, Faven finding kills. Super will deal with Faven, but they're not going to check Dennis surely. Going to jump out the window, though. Dennis is still here, not giving anything away just yet. Oh, wow. That's such a way of clearing it. Dennis gone. Diham coming in with the following kill. That's 2 picked up for him in the round. He needs a little bit more now. Looking over towards the van. It's Inters with a headshot, and he has been stepping up, but now it's all on Shiro. Looking for the 1v1 against Spiddy. He's inside of the site, looking to cross and recover the bomb, but the rifle holding on. Shiro doesn't collect the bomb. He didn't manage to pick it up, and now he's going to go back and take the fight instead. Spiddy's head showing the deagle, missing the shots. Shiro not pulling it off, and now he switches to the AWP. The weapon he's so clinical with, and he misses that as well. It's going to be Sprout staying alive, and Shiro, well, he fluffs his lines a little bit there.
Oh, it would have been the perfect way to close it out with the 30th kill. That would have been so nice. But no, it's not meant to be. Some stories are not written in the stars, Dinko. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen this time round. It's not the perfect ending, but Shiro's going to get an AK ahead of this round. So he's got the chance to make up for those missed shots. I'm actually kind of impressed that Shiro still gets the AK into this round after his teammates just saw him miss all those shots. That shows a lot of faith in this guy.
Well, let's see if he can pull it off. D-Has position's probably too good for him to do anything here, and he's got the bomb dropped in Palace. Now, that is a little unfortunate. D-Has very aggressive. I mean, good way of playing Palace there, really.
Yeah, a bit of a shame it's the bomb as well. Like, losing the AK is bad enough. Losing the bomb puts you in a terrible position, because now Sprout are just going to group everyone up. Plenty of players here. They can even get an AK if they want, and Spiddy will gladly get that into his hands. D-Has backing away, so at least the pistols can close the distance somewhat, and there we go. Kills coming in. They're actually doing an okay job at reclaiming apartment control here. A 2v3 turned into a 2v2, and they've actually made this winnable somehow.
When they're going to come back through the Palace, Snatchy aggressive in towards ramp. His position could be everything if the scope is going to go through. Did they hear that? They have stopped before walking around the corner. They seem to be aware. They're going to boost up on top. It's Nafany trying to get the elevated position on the sniper. But Snatch is going to start backing up, knowing they haven't crossed over. He thinks they might be aware. Well, now they've limited themselves with the time that they're going to have to commit towards the safe side. They're going to start running to the ramp room. And well, there's not even enough time to win this round, I don't think. So just back off and save these AKs. They make that call. They run back. They save the rifles. And while Snatchy just kind of does enough there to scare them off, that is going to be a 10th round on the board here for Sprout. Brilliant start from D-Has, I have to say, shutting down that one AK in the hands of Shiro. And now that we're going to buy through.
Full buy, or at least full investment from both teams. Intas has to go down to a Galil, but it's mostly good on the Gambit Youngsters side. Full rifles for both squads ahead of round 26. Sprout keep themselves in this game. Gambit Youngsters look to be lining up an A play to try and close this one out. They've got 3 smokes in hand, ready to go for the full-on A execute. D-Has is holding from the bomb site right now. He's got to be careful here playing from triple box, but he's got the first kill. He's got the follow-up. D-Has almost makes it another. Nafany finally picks up the trade, and a bit more damage done to Nafany as he tries to cross. Gambit Youngsters need to get this bomb down now, because this is a fast flank from the CTs.
Well, Dennis coming through the back lines. Minute and 7 seconds left. Snatchy just back here in spawn. Shiro just going to throw the utility on in towards jungle. That's a Molotov heading that way. Shiro turns his attentions back in towards ramp. He'll run back into the corner. They've been looking for him. That's Shiro down. Again, the bomb is going to fall. Inter's able to find one in towards Dennis. 2 low HP here on the T side. It's going to be Spiddy that shuts down Nafany. Now it's Inter as the last remaining player here for the youngsters. Seeing if he can find anything with the Galil. And it's not looking brilliant, I have to say. It's certainly looking pretty rough. The 1 versus 3 on his hands. He'll start to walk forward towards the bomb site. And while Snatch is ready for him, Inter's picked off. And Sprout with an 11th round. They do have a chance to pull this all the way back to overtime. They should be getting a 12th here. And then it's only 3 more away from victory. So a real opportunity, I would say, Alex.
Yeah, Gambit Youngsters just, I think, had to commit to the bomb plant, even if it wasn't a great position earlier in the round in that 3v4. The other option is just wait out your smokes, and then all the Sprout players have rotated over. You basically just have to play for frags at that point. I think they just needed to force the bomb plant, however bad of a situation it was. And unfortunately, as soon as that doesn't happen, they are in trouble. Let's see what Snatchy can do with the AWP. Here's the man up close. P250 spamming, but he has to drift away. Here comes Favin, though, for the assistance, and nice shots from Favin. The AK cleaning up on mid. Couple of dinks landing here, and Snatchy's looking for this fight into underpass. He knows there's a player somewhat near. Nice shot from Snatchy. That's Sprout should be good to clean this up. But a bomb plant may come through. Gambit Youngsters trying to get this one down. Oh, it's only a Glock for Axel. It's a real struggle. Burst fire unsuccessful. And Sprout get a 12th round on the board. This game getting closer and closer.
Yeah, now 3 away from that overtime scoreline. And with the double up setup coming in, Snatchy and Favin both investing in the snipers. Over here, Gambit Youngsters, they will get the buy back in. Again, money is in the red, so if they lose this, they'll be back to the pistols again. So it's do or die time, essentially, for Sprout. You know, they realize it has to be flawless. They can't lose any more rounds at this point. Snatchy up towards the window. Body blocks the smokes. There's a gap he can play with. They have to be aware of that here over on the T side.
Yeah, second smoke goes in, denies the vision of Snatchy. He'll have to reposition over to Connector. Take a look at the minimap though, and you'll see, yeah, Dennis is here, pushed into the B apartments. So this is a good amount of early ground gained. Good bit of early information for the CTs. They don't have to be as worried about this B bomb site, thanks to Dennis's position. Gambit Youngsters are going to continue to play the patience game. And with a little over a minute left on the clock, it looks more likely that Gambit Youngsters may end on the B side of the map right now. In fact, they're investigating the apartments where Dennis is waiting this entire time, but Axel gets the kill. What a shot, and that really opens up this round.
Yeah, that's a big player to find. You don't want Dennis to find a kill there, at least just one. The hat over on the A-bomb site, spraying away, 40 seconds left. On the T side, hold the advantage. Favin's going to pull it back though. Looking for more. It's Snatchy on the ult here. The double up setup playing out so far, so good. But Spitty, not a single kill inside of the apartments. And that's a little unfortunate as now it's back into the 3v3. They're trying to get rid of Snatchy, but he's still standing inside of the site. Axel coming around the backside might just be able to find the sniper. Going to catch D-Hat. The rifle falls. The follow-up from Axel. And there it is. Gambit Youngsters will close it out. Axel with a double kill towards the end there on the site. Just clean and clinical. Big performance from Shiro as usual here on Mirage. Certainly showing up well. 2 quad kills as well.
Yeah, good stuff all round. Good stuff all round for Gambit Youngsters. They bounce back, individual step up, and we are going to a third Dinko.
We are indeed. Right after the break, we'll be right back with a third map.
Case. Hellcase has over 35 unique CSGO cases with a huge variety of skins, over 93 million cases opened and 6 million registered users. You can upgrade your skins to the better one or win some of them in giveaways. We give out more than 70 skins per month for free on our social networks. Withdraw your skins or balance with popular payment systems. Be unique and make profit on Hellcase with this promo code. Start now.